Hey, everybody, it's Sunday time for another episode of being selling past the expiration date, being thrifty over 50. I'm your one host, Jay.
I'm Peg. Hi, everybody. Good to be here.
All right, you know what? Nobody's mentioned our new theme song. So I'll tell you what, I'll give you a prize if you could name that tune.
Mm-hmm.
So a little off-the-cuff prize action.
Uh-huh.
Can you name that tune?
Yes, I was doing the swim, Pam. You're right. I thought it fit really well.
There we go. So what's happening, everybody? We'll see if anyone knows the theme song in the chat. And I'll send you a little prize if you do.
If anybody caught Mom's post yesterday of the hail that I had on my deck, I mean, it was covered. It was almost like it was snow, for heaven's sake. What crazy weather.
Linda says, play it again. That's not how little surprise contests work. Can I have a hint?
They want me to do the swim again.
All right. Well, we'll leave it again for next week.
Okay. And they'll pay more attention to it, huh?
We shall see. But our new theme song for all the shows is brought to you by Franks and Deans, their new album, Surf and Turf, coming out in a month. So I will have a link down below for their stuff and everything else you need to find. So pay attention next Sunday.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. Debbie said you can replay it. Yep. So maybe I won't ask next Sunday. Maybe I'll ask in 2 Sundays. So you just got to be ready. Whenever I throw it out there again.
That's right.
You got to be the first to answer. So what's happening, Ma? You called us Saturday morning and said, "Oh, the weather is so gorgeous," and then boom, hail.
Oh, I mean, we started out just beautiful, and then I mean, the weather patterns have been so crazy everywhere. It's just really been unreal, and we had sheets of rain coming down. I mean, sheets. And then it turned into hail because I heard we have the skylights in our one room, and they were pounding like crazy on the skylights. And I'm going, oh my God, would you look at this? And I called you real quick to show him live what was going on here in Newberry, Ohio. And it was funny, Jason, Aunt Patty and Chardon did not get any of this. And then
we had summer finally show up. We had the coldest May in Las Vegas since 1998.
Wow.
21 years. We were like 18 days below normal where we had highs of in the 60s. So finally today, summer showed up. I was walking outside. I'm like, ooh, it's hot.
Yeah, well,
we haven't said, ooh, it's hot yet this year.
And then we go from that, and it was a cooler day today, and our high tomorrow is 53.
See, that's why I don't live there.
I know. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, and I'm trying to garage sale and flea markets and trying to beat the rain. And I tell you, I never had to contend with that before.
I'll tell the quick version of us moving out of Ohio story for those of you who have never heard it. Most of you probably have. But the quick version is my wife got a job offer to go to California. We decided someone's going to pay us to move to Southern California and escape Cleveland winters. Hell yes. So she had to leave right away, and I had to stay behind and pack the house, move the house, have the moving sale. So as a last FU from Cleveland weather, my moving sale was the first weekend in October. It was like October 2nd and 3rd. It snowed during my moving sale, and then the next Saturday, I was staying at Mom and Dad's house for about a week and a half. The next Saturday was 72 degrees.
Of course.
That is Cleveland weather.
It is.
Oh, we have a winner.
Uh-oh.
We have a winner. So I'll play it again for those of you who didn't catch it, because most of you probably know it from your youth or your kids' youth. It is a rock and surf version of the theme from the Spider-Man cartoon back in the 80s. Spider-Man does whatever a Spider-Man.
All right.
Here comes the Spider-Man. Boom. So Linda, I'm going to butcher this. Sacchini.
Sacchini, I think it's that right.
Linda, I've not seen your name before. Thanks for tuning in. If you would message me on Facebook, I'll send you a fun little present.
Very nice. Well, congratulations.
Yeah. So Mom and I's new theme song is the Spider-Man theme, but surf version.
Yes, I like it.
There you go. Something new.
Yep.
Something new. All right. So here's what we're talking about today.
Oh, Lord. Do we have to?
Yes, we have to. You know, sometimes we have very specific ideas of what's going to be the show topic. Sometimes we see something in the thrifting board or the Secret Beach. And sometimes just life's going on and then boom, there it is. Because sometimes we don't have a show topic till like Friday. We're just like, what are we doing? But this one hit right away. And I'm like, Ma, how'd you miss this? Well, I kind of know how she did, but still at this point, you should be well versed in checking all aspects. So we're talking about sourcing on Craigslist. And you should check every day. You should have alerts set up. We're going to talk about all that because not everyone knows or wants to know how to sell on eBay or Amazon or Etsy or Mercari or Parasha, whatever you sell on. And they just want to sell their stuff locally for a variety of reasons. It could be that they don't know how to sell online. They don't want to sell online. It's too big, whatever. So I see... actually, I'm going to start it this way. All right. So I see this post in one of my tiki groups the other day. Random lucky find. The second of the 3 August Holland tiki prints. I bought the first one, Pearl of Wisdom, a few months ago off Etsy as the most common and the most popular of his 3 tiki prints. Weekend Craigslist surfing spotted the second Holland print, the Fire God, for only $50. It had been posted for 2 months on Ohio Craigslist. Seller was elderly and refused to ship, so they may have played a part. Luckily, I have a friend in Ohio that's willing to drive 45 minutes and pick it up. So I asked Eric, hoping for a different answer, like, which Craigslist was it on? And of course, he said, Cleveland. Now play the sad trombones. Burr, burr, burr.
I know.
So I said, hey, Ma, last time you searched Craigslist for tiki. And what was your answer?
2 months.
Yeah. Okay. So let's back up a smidge here. August Holland was an artist in the 60s and 70s. Well, I think he was artist for a long time, but his stuff, his main stuff was 60s and 70s. And this was his normal work. Okay. I see some seascapes. I see a mandolin and a flower. Nothing all that exciting. However, for those of us who are tiki nerds, he did 3 prints. And this is the Pearl of Wisdom. This is Drums of the Night. And then this is the one, the Fire God that we just talked about.
Oh, I'm sick.
And just to actually show you a little bit better, because besides teaching you how to use Craigslist to source, we are going to give you a little bit of a tiki lesson today also. Ooh, I have the Pearl of Wisdom right here. So you can see it in all its glory. And it is signed by August Holland. Now, these aren't, actuals. These are prints that were done. And does anyone, don't answer, Mom, does anyone know where you would buy the August Holland fine artwork in the 1960s and 70s?
We'll see if the cat knows.
Now, there's nothing on the back other than the number for the R503 was probably the catalog number for this piece. So do you know where you would get this fine art? You got it. Chris Brown, Sears.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Chris would know.
So sometimes the Sears sticker will still be on there. That is beneficial in a moment. Taking a left turn for a quick second, I'm listing this vintage Knott's Berry Farm hat. And oddly and awesomely enough, it has the original price sticker for $7.99 right there.
Cool.
As you can see, it's never been worn, and it's got the original sticker. So when something has an original sticker, vintage, never, ever take it off. Ever.
No.
Ever. Yeah. You buy something at Ross yesterday, take that sticker and take the price part off.
Yeah, right.
You find something vintage, never take it off. Okay. So I says to the guy, what Craigslist? And he said Cleveland. And he kind of explained why it didn't get seen, because they did not have tiki in the title. So
now that's that, but then not. What did they have in that title? Let's hear.
So they had August Holland in the title. So you definitely should have a saved search in your Craigslist area for tiki. You should definitely have one for August Holland. Now, Mom missed out on this print for $50. The going rate for the one I have here is the most common. It's about $200. And the other two, we're talking $400 to $600.
I know. Unbelievable. Of course, had I gotten it, I wouldn't have sold it.
Oh, true. But $50 is one hell of a deal.
Yeah. For sure.
One hell of a deal. So, all right, let's get out of here. Boom, shaboom. Okay. So, has anybody watching right now live, has anybody never sourced on Craigslist looking for stuff to flip? And what you should do is always start with what you know the best. So when I search Craigslist, I'm always starting with tiki. I'm always starting with CDs. I'm always starting with cassettes, other forms of media that I flip. So okay. So Deanna's going to be our guinea pig.
Okay.
So Deanna, you have never looked at Craigslist as a place to source. Now, Deanna, how long have you been selling online? Wait a minute. None of you have? What is going? I'm shocked right now. Shocked. Okay, let me ask you this. Did you know Craigslist existed? Oh my God. The entire chat, no one has ever sourced on Craigslist.
Well, not the entire chat, but a lot.
Well, I've been seeing a lot of not these.
Deanna says she's been selling for 2 years.
All right. So had it never, so let me ask all you guys. So Deanna, Sharon, Marianne, Janet, Nellie, has it never crossed your mind to go look for, especially what you're well-versed in? Debbie? What? Debbie, you should be checking Sacramento Craigslist every day for tiki stuff. Come on, Deb. Help a brother out. Come on. Good. Finally, someone used it. All right, sweet. Well, I'm glad you guys have all tuned in today because this is blowing my mind. I didn't think it'd be this good. I was just going to show you how to fine tune it, not knowing that most of you have never done it. Sweet. All right. So Craigslist is not just things for sale. It's places for rent, houses to buy, commercial space, community services. You want to find a man. Oh, wait, maybe they got rid of those. They used to have jobs, but where we're going to concentrate. So Janet says, I guess I didn't think I'd find bargains. Well, I can walk into a record store and find bargains. So trust me when I tell you, look, this guy bought a $500 print for $50 in Cleveland that sat there for 2 months. And I see Chris Brown in the chat. Chris, you missed it too, buddy.
Yeah, bummer.
All right. So here's Craigslist. And so I'm just going to go in, I'm in Vegas. So I'll go in Vegas and I'll look up tiki. Now, lately there's been nothing good. This tiki on the right has been on Craigslist for 1.5 years. These are tiki torches. This isn't even a tiki.
No.
What's funny is I bought those 2 tikis off a buddy who forgot I like tiki, and he didn't end his ad. So those 2 tikis now reside in my backyard.
Hey, buy mommy those 2 tikis there, those 5-footers, and ship them home, would you?
Are you listening to me?
Yes, I heard you.
I just said I bought them.
I know.
In my backyard. But and then look at this tiki mugs, Ma.
Whoa.
Okay, you don't have to be as good on Craigslist as you are on eBay, but look at this awful picture.
That's terrible.
Wait, I'll show you a better one. Oh, there we go, nice and dark. Who's going to buy that?
Yeah, that's bad.
All right. So there is nothing exciting in all of Cleveland, all of Las Vegas. And so let's go Craigslist Cleveland. Oops. There we go. All right. And, shopping on Craigslist is also bargain shopping. So, it's not hard and fast price. So you see a gold tiki for $50, you message them, go, I'll give you 30. I mean, that's where I sourced all my new stuff I needed for my new office. All right. So now we're in Cleveland. We're looking at tiki.
Yeah,
here's a little tiki bar.
Yeah, there's not much up here today.
No.
Yeah.
This rattan wicker entertainment center is pretty good, except for the fact they've painted it white.
I know.
And as a heads up, unscrupulous schmucks put in bonus keywords that make no sense. This person is selling shipping containers, and look at all the keywords they sneak in down here. So that's why this showed up in tiki. So not much you can do about it. That's kind of bullshit. Yeah. But, you just kind of look past those. All right. So who was my guinea pig back up there?
Was it Deanna?
All right, Deanna, where do you live? What's the major city closest to you? And then we're going to see if there's anything good. Sabrina likes that shipping container. Today on Selling Past Your Expiration Date, how to flip shipping containers. You mean the contents, Jay? Nope. Just the whole container.
Deanna lives in Houston.
All right, cool. So let's do Houston. And we'll go to for sale, and we'll start with Tiki's in Houston. There's a Columbus, Texas, too. All right. So these tiki bar decorations are things that are made, mass-produced, sold at a lot of events. They're kind of commonish, but these tikis are actually not too bad.
No, those aren't.
Yeah, those are pretty good, but not $300. That's the right price if you just want to put them in your house. All right, backyard tiki bar for sale. There's a rockabilly tiki shirt for $25. Oh, I thought these were full size. They're miniatures. I realize that's the dresser behind it.
Not a whole lot, huh?
Not yet.
Nope.
All right. So nothing exciting. All right. But there's obviously other things to be purchased and sold. So let's see if there's any good cassettes. And you can fine tune it. So over here on the left, you see we got cars and trucks, electronics, bicycles. So let's just look at, because cassettes will come up if there's a cassette player in a car and they've listed it. So we don't want to see that. We don't care about cassette players at all right now, but we do want to see just the stuff in the all right, let's get rid of that. Just in the CD section, the CD, VHS. Okay. So here's a lot of antique cassettes.
I like
now,
that.
If you tuned into our show, was it last week? You know these are not antiques.
Right.
But here's a good little bonus tip. If they're showing you a pile of anything and they've got it turned so you can't see what it is, they don't got anything good.
Right.
As you can see, they're showing you the sides of the cassettes. You can't see anything. Here is some 80s cassettes in West Houston. I see some Madonna, Expose, Pet Shop Boys. All right, nothing exciting there. Ooh, 80s New Wave and Goth cassettes. All right, so now I'm talking. I like this here. Joan Jett, Dead or Alive, Ministry, My Life with a Thrill Kill Cult, Oingo Boingo, Generation X. Now that's a good little collection.
Well, how much were they asking for that one?
Well, hang on, let's see the other pictures.
All right.
No, the other pictures are just goody. They put 3 pictures of the same in.
Oh my goodness.
So $100. There's 80 in all, so you're paying over $1 a piece. And I see some. These are cassette singles out here on the left. Cassette singles really aren't worth much. But say you can get that whole collection for $25. You're probably not getting that low, but for $25, I would pop on that. So, Deanna, what is your specialty? What's your go-to when you're flipping stuff online? Let's see if there's anything cool in the Houston Craigslist area. See, again, they're showing you, not what's there. So you want to skip those.
Mark wants to know, what are the cassettes that sold for pennies back in the day? You
mean the record clubs?
Yeah.
Cassettes for a penny? You don't know your own specialty, Deanna? You want me to give you one? Let's start with something small. I want you to start jeans. Okay, cool. There, boom. That's what we're talking about.
There you go.
All right, let's just type in Levi's. Oh,
okay.
There we go. All right, so here are the Levi jeans. So you're going to see people who are specifically putting up one pair. So here's some 1970s Levi's bell bottoms.
Wow.
And that looks like a big E right there. So, yeah, I would get with Joy. I think these are going to be worth well more than $50. So if they're still there, I would absolutely go get these.
Now you can make offers, can't you, Jace?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And tell them, you're coming. Make sure you come, cash in hand, because when you sell online, there are a lot of flakes. And what I recommend is meet. I don't typically go to people's houses or have them come here unless it's a real big item that I can't move. But typically, and look at me, I'm kind of scary. So I typically meet in front of my grocery store, which is a quarter mile from my house, because if they don't show up, then I'll just pick up whatever groceries I need that day. So it's really not a lost trip for me. And you'll have some flakes, but you don't want to be the flake either. So these people got $20 a pair, but man, I like that Big E Levi's bell bottoms. So I would definitely see if you can pick those up. Now, you're going to see straight up Levi's, and then you're going to see garage sales that have Levi's listed in their garage sales. So make sure to keep your eyes on the garage sales. I wonder if anybody has buyers carolers. Is it B-E-Y-E-R'?
No, B-Y-E-R-S.
B-Y-E-R-S, carolers. Nothing. All right.
How about that?
Yeah, Debbie threw in yeah. So when I do sell stuff off of Craigslist, when I sell it, I go to the grocery store, I meet them there. I take half of what I just got and I go in and I gamble it. And more than 50% of the time, I win a little bit. So I actually up my take that day. All right. So let's we're gonna stick in Houston here, and we're gonna go back to Tiki for a second. So let's go specific and go Tiki mug. Oh, there is no Tiki mug, so let's go right to Tiki then. Okay, so I'm not showing you. Sorry, that. So see right here. So see where it says save search. So what you want to do is you want to go through your Craigslist and save searches for the things that you look for on a regular basis, the things you flip. Okay, so I logged in and I've got my Tiki, I got my CDs, I got my rum. And now, as you can see, specifically, I just saved a search for Tiki in Houston. So every time someone lists something with the word Tiki in Houston Craigslist, I'll get an email instantly. So you want to go through your Craigslist and do all these searches. Now, if Mom had set up a Tiki search, she never would have seen that August Holland print. But if she set up an August Holland search, it definitely showed up in her email box. This way, it kind of takes the work out of it.
Can you back up a second? How did you get to this page? I missed that.
I clicked on Save Search and it just took.
It takes you there. Okay.
Yep,
all right.
Save Search.
Okay. And then turn the alert on, right?
Yeah. When you click on it, it's automatic.
Oh, okay.
So still sticking in Houston. If I want to see what good cassettes are coming up, I click Save Search and then boom. Now, you don't have to have an account on Craigslist to use it, but it's so much easier when you have an account and you log in and you go to place an ad, it automatically places. You don't have to do the extra step of waiting for the email and clicking on the link to make it live.
Cool.
All right. All right. So the next thing I was going to show you is there are a bunch of websites that let you search all the Craigslist around the country at once. So we all have friends and family in different states. You might be traveling, and for sure, when you travel, if you're going, say I'm going to San Diego next week, I'm already looking at Craigslist this week and conversing with people just in case I see something good. I let them know, hey, I'm coming in from out of town. I really like that Tiki thing. I want to buy it. Can you hold it for me? Blah, 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 blah. But so statewidelist.com, this one right here, I kind of liked it because a lot of the sites that give you access to all the Craigslist throw a lot of ads at you, and this one doesn't. All right, so let's do Tiki Mug again because that's my norm. Okay, so they're having a little issue. Due to a change from Google, we cannot search city by city anymore, but we're working on alternative ways to do this. Now, this is going to be a little bit more work than some of the other sites, but you're not having ads mixed in with your data. So you're going to click a state. So let's pick a new state. Let's see here. All right. Sharon just showed up. Sharon lives in Georgia. So let's pick Georgia.
Okay.
Thanks, Sharon. Okay. So when I click search, here are all the Craigslist in Georgia. So these are the 10 or 12 sections of Georgia. And so all you got to do is click on each one and it'll show you. Okay, so this first one, whatever that is, Albania, there's none. And then we click on the second one, there's none. I bet you there's going to be some in Atlanta. Wow, I am shocked. There are no Craigslist
So am I.
Let's back it up one step. Let's back it up to just tiki.
Okay.
Because some people do call them tumblers. So let's search again. Click on Atlanta. Boom. Okay. So here's all the tiki stuff in Atlanta right now. Not much though. I'm actually
shocked. No, not much at all.
So while you're watching TV, pick the states and the areas where you've got friends and family. Drop in what's your specialty, or drop in tiki mug or whatever, and then just kind of click through the city. So let's look at Brunswick, Georgia. Nothing local found for tiki. Now you're going to see some of the same results because they also bring the closest one to you. So this one's actually close to Atlanta. So you're going to see some of the same results, but this is kind of an easy way without a lot of fluff in your way to look at different states around the country. So to show you like a state where it's plentiful, let's go to California and put in tiki mug. A, one of the biggest states, and B, one of the biggest states of tiki. So first one, we'll click the San Francisco Bay Area.
Okay.
Boom. Look at all the tiki mugs.
Nice.
Oh, just 4.
Huh.
Wow, that's shocking. All right, let's go to LA.
And while you're doing that, Sherry Harrison says, "Oh my God, tuned in, not really expecting to learn anything new. This site is so useful." Thanks, Sherry. You never know.
What were you if you weren't tuning in to learn anything new, what do you think you were tuning in for? Just fun shenanigans with mom and son?
Just to see us.
So this is a way to bop through the different Craigslist sites. You know, what I would do is I'd make a list. All right, where are my top 10 places where I've got family and friends that would actually go pick up something for me? So if you know no one in Alaska, don't start in Alaska. Okay.
Hey, Jason, try Birmingham, Alabama.
All right, hang on a sec.
Okay.
Debbie wanted to show me some crazy tiki bar stool.
Oh, sure. Right. You're kind on your last statement. Thank you, sweetheart.
All right, Alabama. So we'll back it up to tiki. Okay. And the reason I'm backing up to just tiki, because it totally dawned on me the other day that a bunch of people who don't know what they're called tiki mugs call them tiki tumblers. So I went a little less specific. I'm like, I'll just go tiki.
Okay.
And where am I going?
Oh, she's in Birmingham, but I don't know.
Beham.
Beham.
All right. So there's this tiki bar on the beach for sale, and some generic tiki mugs. So nothing exciting.
No, nothing exciting.
Let's check Mobile. Oh, that's a nice little bar for sale.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, wait a minute. How are we in Santa Cruz, California?
Oh, yeah. Oops. Did it go back?
Oh, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Alabama, Mobile. So weird. So tiki is an extreme example because there's always not going to be a lot of stuff. But say you're into jeans, there'll be jeans every day on every Craigslist. Every day. Guaranteed. So go look for your stuff.
Okay, Jason, here's a good one you could look up. Mark Corbett wants to know what are some other artists that are known for tiki art? Why don't you put in Shag or Doug Horn? See if anything comes up.
Sure. Sure. All right, let's go back into Cali.
Okay.
The problem with liking an artist named Shag is,
Shag.
There's so much Shag rugs and carpeting, it kind of messes up the search. But let's put in Doug Horn, because obviously Doug Horn's a little bit more specific. Okay, nothing in the Bay Area. Orange County. Nothing. Palm Springs. Let's switch it to Shag and see if anything comes up, because there's a Shag store in Palm Springs.
If you said Shag the artist, would that help? Oh, there's one.
Well, the person would have to put the words the artist.
Yeah.
So there's Shag art in Temecula. And looking at this collection of Shag lithographs, we'll consider it as a whole. And then they're showing you what they have, and they want you to make an offer. But if you've got a bankroll, if you've got a little bit of money, and you know these 4 prints, and you could pick them up, say for $1,000 total, but you can flip them for around $3,000 total. Absolutely, absolutely. So just nothing else. Go to your Craigslist tonight, especially all y'all who haven't done any Craigslist sourcing. And what I would do too is just actually scroll down it straight up. All right, so let me back up here. Let me back up. Let me go Craigslist. Las Vegas. Oops, I end up in jobs.
Not jobs. Are you looking for a new job?
Yeah.
Let's add one more to the pile.
There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to start with just now it's everything for sale in the order of this is the most recently listed things. I don't know nothing about motorcycles, so that won't do me any good. Ooh. Okay. So this kid's puppet show. Now I don't see any, but 1970s and 80s Jim Henson puppets go for a lot of money. So I would definitely pause and look at this. Okay, I don't see a Jim Henson one, so I'm going to move on. Some cymbal stands. So if I was a drummer, I might need those. There's a bedroom set. Some good ears. I kind of like their picture. It's a close-up of the tread of the tire, showing you how good the tread is.
Interesting.
There you go, Ma. You need that garden scooter.
I do.
See?
I do need that.
So what I would do is I would just kind of scroll down. I would look for your specialty, but also just kind of look at everything. Because you never know when you're going to be like, oh, shoot, I saw that on Thrifty Business last week. That flips for good money. Whoa. Yeah. And then you see fun stuff like this. Oh. Who wants it for $20?
How about I wouldn't even take it for free?
Yes, Krista. I just clicked on for sale. And at this moment, they're just in order of the most recent at the top. All right, so this accordion's $1,250. I'm sure that's way, there's no money to be made. No. However, I have a friend in town who plays accordion. So anytime I see accordion stuff, I send it over to her. But if I was thinking about flipping it, I would absolutely call her up and go, all right, give me your expert opinion. Is there money to be made? I could use a trailer. I'm not going to spend $1,000, but I could use a trailer for my truck.
Yes, you could.
Apparently, someone's selling a lot of accordions.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, obviously it's the same person because what are the chances you see 3 accordions in a row? All right, so but it's not just sourcing the flip too. Like I said, the shipping table I added, my awesome shipping table I added to my office. It's 10 foot by 4 foot by 3.5 foot tall, and it's solid wood. It's a beast, and I found it. Well, I found it on Facebook Marketplace, but same deal as Craigslist. And I use Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and offer up all day long looking for stuff that we need at a discounted rate and to flip. Yeah, I saw that one little Kiss figure. And hey, all right, here's a good thing. Let's try TV VCR combo.
Yeah.
Now here's what's funny. Okay, this one's too expensive, $75, but
right.
They live in Summerlin and they don't know how to spell it. That is not how you spell Summerlin. It boggles my mind. You live someplace and you don't know how to spell it. Great tip, Mark. Curb alert is a key search because some people are moving and they just drop the rest of the shit and they want somebody to come get it. And so they put curb alert. Boom. So right now, if you need a love seat, you don't have to pay $20. You can get this beat up one right now for free. Now, of course, no one's picking that up. But curb alert, free cubicles. Okay. Leftovers from a garage sale, so that's another good tip.
Yeah, it is. I've never heard of that.
What time we got? Oh, 5:35. So, so let's, I'm making a note. Let's start a post.
Okay.
In the thrifting board. And we'll start a post about who found something cool this week on Craigslist specifically, not OfferUp, not Facebook Marketplace. And when I say found it, I mean you went and got it and paid for it. So don't just say, hey, look what I saw. So let's all try and find something cool. And it doesn't even have to be to flip. If it's something you need, you're like, oh, shit, I was going to buy one of those or $100 new. Look, that guy's got it for $20 in perfect condition. Yeah. Go get it.
Here's a nice note from Bonnie Lee Curtis. She says, been using Craigslist for years. How did I miss that save search feature? You learn something new every day, right, gang?
Right. So get that save search going for all the things that you specialized in. And like I said, the emails come all day long as they show up on your Craigslist. So it's not like it waits. It sends it to you right away. And so I always boom, I see the Craigslist email come in. I check right away. I want to be the first one to get to the place when there's something good. All
Well,
righty.
that was helpful. I mean, really helpful.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So let's get dim. This week, our guest on 30 Business Thursday night, 8 p.m. East Coast, 5 p.m. West Coast, is Mark Levine from Bubble Fast, one of the greatest places to get all your shipping supplies. And the new shipping norm is going to be dimensional weight starting in 2 weeks. And so you got to know what's going on before you get screwed. So the 2-pound pillow that cost $12 last week is going to cost like $40 in 2 weeks. Doesn't mean we're going to stop selling pillows, but the customers are going to pay for the shipping, and or we're going to be using Facebook home delivery, FedEx home delivery a lot more. Okay. So Mark's going to give us the lowdown on everything Thursday night. So you do not want to miss that. No. Every single one of you hearing my voice right now needs to know what's happening.
For sure.
You do not want to be surprised that what you thought was $20 is going to be $60, because that'll put a little crimp in your wallet. Okay.
Mom's going to have to go back and readjust, all my big items.
Oh yeah. And a great little tip from Craig Dawson in the chat. Hi, Craig. I'm about to talk about you. Kijiji, which is actually owned by eBay, is kind of like Craigslist in Canada. Now, they do have Craigslist in Canada, but as Craig said, it's not nearly as popular, but Kijiji is. So for our Canadian friends, our friendly neighbors to the north, use Kijiji the way I just kind of use Craigslist. All right, Mom, what you got coming up?
On Friday, June 21st, we are having our monthly Ohio meeting at my house, and hopefully it won't rain. And we're doing a potluck dinner, and starting at 6 o'clock. And I am going to be actually giving a nice talk on seashells. You and I did a show on seashells back quite some time ago, but I just thought it'd be nice to do a refresher course. We have a lot of new members all the time. And so, right now we got about 24 coming. And if there's anybody else that needs to join the meeting that night, please go to our Facebook post and just put your name and what you're bringing to eat. And I am supplying the cocktails. And we should have a good time. Let's just hope for nice weather.
And I didn't see this. Debbie always helps out in the chat. Hi, Deb. Thanks, Deb. Linda, who won the contest, said, I got a free vintage camper on Craigslist and flipped it the next day for $800.
Way to go. That's
all right. Now, that should be, if I haven't pushed you, those of you who have not used it yet, if I haven't pushed you yet, how about an instant $800 flip? There you go. Boom.
Yep.
And there is a free section. And we didn't go over the free section, but go to the free section, because let's back up here. I find a lot of shipping supplies in the free section.
Okay.
So you can click on specific sections. See, so we'll click on free. And here's the free stuff. Look at that. Free desk, free dresser, free couch, free dirty mattress, free helium balloons that are losing their helium, free scrap
branches.
But there can be good things in the free.
Yeah, you never know.
We check the free every day, at least once a day.
Yeah.
Because people have found peanuts, bubble wrap, CD cases, all kinds of stuff. All right. So back to so Newberry meetup. Cool. All right. eBay Open. If you're coming to eBay Open, we have a ton of fun events. Sunday night, for anyone who's in town early enough, we have the Ass Juice hangout at the Double Down Saloon. Ass Juice is a cocktail. It is way tastier than it sounds. Then those of you on in the Secret Beach on Monday, we're having the Secret Beach Bash. We do have a new band this year that's just as awesome as our house band. Our house band's actually on tour. That would be Frank's and Dean's. Whee! Then Tuesday night for everybody is the Tiki Party at Frankie's. Wear your best muumuu or Hawaiian shirt. And fellas, you can wear muumuus too. I wore one last year. I'll probably wear one this year. And then Friday, we do our thrift class on steroids. This is number 3. And if you don't know what that is, we spend about 4.5 hours in the thrift store. You get, I think we're up to 8 or 9 instructors. So we do 2 hours of classroom time where a bunch of us do 20-minute presentations. Then we talk about how to shop at the by the pounds, the bins. And then we go into the thrift store where we've added another couple instructors. And you thrift around the thrift store with like 8, 9 instructors. And we help you pick the best stuff. And the coolest thing is when I'll give the first presentation in the classroom side, while I'm doing that, the other 8 instructors are out combing the thrift store for the good stuff so the normal customers don't get it, and then pulling it aside so when they get a chance to take you out there, y'all are going to get all that stuff. So my mom's one of the instructors. I'm one of the instructors. Debbie's one of the instructors. Craig and Rick are two of the instructors. So it's going to be an awesome class.
Yeah, this will be fun and knowledgeable.
8 instructors, and the link, if you're in the chat right now, if you're not in the chat and you're watching this later, the link is down below. But if you're in the chat right now, here is the link.
Jason, we're getting requests for me to record my seashell presentation. I think we just ought to.
Well, we've already done a seashell show. So if you've never seen our seashell show, just go back and watch our seashell show.
Yeah. And it might be something to renew, take a look at what we did and see if we need to update it somehow,
Yeah. So Gene and Linda, did you guys were you guys not watching our show back? Because that was one of our early ones.
They're very early.
So we went deep into seashells.
Yeah, we did.
So when this is over, binge watch us, go back to my YouTube channel and just search for seashells and you will see it. Like I said, it's an early one. Oh, yeah. Linda wants more seashells. You can never have enough seashells. All right. So those of you who have taken my thrifting webinar, or my CD webinar, cassettes is coming up in a little over 2 weeks. The sign up will be live tomorrow or Tuesday. So you guys are the first ones getting to see this awesome artwork by Nadine. If you're paying close enough attention, you'll see my face in all those cassettes. Here, just in case you're not really noticing. Yep, that's me as Vanilla Ice. So yeah, that is June 18th. So clear your schedule. It's a Tuesday night. It's going to be another amazing 2-hour webinar on flipping cassettes. And let me tell you, the reason I'm doing a cassette webinar is twofold. They are so hot right now. I'm selling $30 and $40 cassettes every single week. And it's going to be a small window. At some point, cassettes won't be cool anymore because they're cool right now for some unknown reason. Well, actually, I know why. I'll tell you why during the webinar. But it will cool off. So you want to be flipping cassettes right now. A buddy of mine just sent me his cassette he sold today. $80 for a cassette.
Wow, good for him.
Crazy money.
Good for him.
Crazy money.
I know Chris Brown, if you are still in the chat, Chris has been selling cassettes like crazy too. Doing a really good job with that.
So get ready to sign up. All right. Mama's Boy this week. I don't think I've ever shared this one. So I thought it'd be a cute one to share for a couple of reasons. Usually they're embarrassing and or cute of me. This is kind of normal. However, I don't have a big old beard or glasses. But there are our first 2 pugs. Yeah. That is Gossamer in the purple and Tiki in the red. And this was our apartment in West LA, Santa Monica area.
Yeah.
As you can see, Stacy never changes. Never. She's the picture of Dorian Gray. She's Dorian Gray. She
always looks wonderful, I tell you.
Yeah. But look at that. I got like no beard.
No, I know.
A little goatee and a mustache.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't think I've ever seen that picture.
And that's my mama.
Okie dokies. Well, we just had prom season, most of us around here, and I just happened to come across one of my prom pictures. This is from 1960, everybody. The dress was pink. You'll notice I'm wearing gloves, which I'm sure they all do these days. And I had a pink nosegay. I don't even think they will do those anymore. That's flowers that you would hold because with a strapless gown, you don't have any place to, pin your corsage. So you usually use nosegays back in the day, and it was pink ruffled. And of course, you had to get the dyed shoes to match. Sorry, this is black and white, you guys, but I'm old.
So what color were the flowers?
Pink. I was all in pink.
Oh, geez.
I was all in pink. Honey.
Pretty in pink.
All in pink. And I just went to my Aunt Cam's 80th birthday, and she did my hair. She was a beautician. She did my hair for 50 years before my son came along being a beautician, or a hairdresser, I should say. And she did my hair there. I know she did, because I started way back when I was still in high school going to her. So yeah, that was prom 19. And that, by the way, that is the year, because I remember that is the dress I wore to the Kon-Tiki, Jason.
Oh, wow.
Yes, 1960.
So that dress has seen a tiki bar. Nice.
Yes, it has. It's the Kon-Tiki down in Cleveland at the Sheraton Hotel. And I was so thrilled to go there because, I was so excited to finally see the Kon-Tiki. So yeah, so that whole dress there has a lot of meaning.
Okay. All right, we'll see what you sold this week, Ma.
All right. I want everybody to pay attention to this label, Jason. This is by Comfy. Comfy is clothing for ladies. It's a newer label, but it sells very well. For one thing, it's like wrinkle free, and women love to package these things and roll them up in a ball and put them in your suitcase, and they look just as great as when you unroll them. And so I had picked this up new with tag for $5 and sold it for a best offer of $60. So be aware of that. I'll be talking about that one with our class on steroids, Jason, because that's cool. It's a good label. This here is by Neil Rose because it is signed on this tag by Neil Rose. This one was in Mom's personal collection when I was going to sell them. And so the cost is not there, sorry to say, but I did sell for full asking price, Jason, on that of $39.99. But I would, highly recommend that you watch out for the ones that have. Jason, can you show the label sticker on there?
Yeah, sorry.
That picture, yeah.
So they can what is that blurry photo, camera
guy? That's your father. What can I say?
Okay, but as I've always said to you, you have got to send the cameraman back where you gotta go dig it. You can't put that in there.
That's really bad. That's terrible.
That is horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, sorry. But I'm glad it sold.
My oh my.
My oh my is right. Oh God.
You might have to hire a new cameraman. I don't know.
Yeah, it's getting a little shaky lately. All right. Okay, Jam's World. We talked many, many times about Jam's World. Jam's World is one of those older ones that are all made in Hawaii, and it's a great label. In fact, you can show the label on that one, Jason, and you can tell whether it's a vintage or a newer label once you learn it. That is an older one, definitely vintage. And I paid $1 for that shirt, and I took a best offer of $25 on that. So one thing I love Jam's World, but they do wrinkle easy. That's the only thing. I only put this in. I didn't make a lot of money on this, but I only paid $0.25 for the album, Jason. And I said, oh, I sold an LP, so Mom was excited. Anytime I'm selling music, I have to show it to you because I get excited. But, but when you only spend $0.25 and you sell it for $10, Mom, you'll do that every day.
Great cover.
In that, I think that's definitely what sold it was the chicks. No doubt about it. This is a nice Hilo Hattie shirt. This is, do I have the, that's a newer label though. That is the newer label there. And I paid $2 for that and sold it for best offer of $31. I like it when people give you nice offers. You know what I mean? Because some of the ones that are so low, you go, oh boy, but this one for $31. I mean, how can you not accept that offer? That was so nice.
All right. Now it's time to see if you can figure it out. You have a big error in your title.
In this one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Outriggers Tropical.
So if you can't figure it out, see if the chat can figure it out.
Vintage Hilo. Ooh.
What's wrong with this title, chat? I'll make it a little bit bigger.
What did I do wrong here?
Come on.
Oh, I got a period by the vintage.
Because with that period, VTG period HILO becomes one word.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So don't put punctuation in your title. You don't need it.
I don't
unless you're doing the word can't or don't. Yeah. But don't put punctuation, and you've got to have a space if you're gonna, even though you shouldn't, because that became one word at that point.
Right. And Jason, I don't know why it's there on you. I hardly ever. I never put punctuation in, but must have been a night of listing or something. I don't know, but yeah, good return on that one. And gee, I just showed you guys this not too long ago. It was I packaged it up like we always package up our web chairs, you guys. A little cardboard here and there. We shrink wrap it up nice and good and solid. And away it goes. I paid $4 for that lounge chair. I took a best offer of $75.
Nice.
I know. I tell you, you guys don't pass those suckers up. In fact, I got a couple out in the garage.
Hey, look at the same thing in this title.
Yeah, but why is that? Oh, you know what, Jason?
And you know what? That first one wasn't even vintage.
Yes. Yeah.
You did sell similar and you forgot to edit.
I did. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
So here's a good little bonus tip. When you do sell similar, make sure it's exactly similar because that first Hilo Hattie wasn't vintage. Yep. And this one is.
Show them the label. That's the huge difference there because
there we go. There's the label.
Yeah, that label's from the 1980s. And I'll tell you, Jason, this is almost like a brand new shirt too, because it was still crisp, you know, honey.
Yep.
In regards to that, now for that one, I did spend $4. Took a best offer of 30 on that shirt.
Nice.
Yeah, he started out at $20. It was one of those, but when you have a 2XL, you don't want to give up on it. You know what I mean? Now this was a heck of a deal. I picked up this Old Spice set for $2 and sold it for the full asking price of $49. And I was thrilled with that. And when that went cha-ching, I said, "Oh, isn't that sweet?" So don't pass up Old Spice.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, you know, Old Spice, I've always sold very well, Jason, whenever Mommy has found them. This was a plush I picked up for 25 cents and sold it for full asking price of the $12.95. I mean, not a huge amount of money, but, you know, Mommy spends a quarter and I can turn them around for that, anywhere from $10 to $15. I do it. I mean, a lot of people don't, but Mom does. And it adds up. And then, ta-da! It did sell, everybody. Yeah, boom. Remember I showed this back not too long, maybe a month or so ago, on the dollhouse that we paid $45 for. I did take the best offer though, Jason. We sold it for $200, and that packaged it just beautifully, and away it went. So yeah, so that was good. Anytime $45 into $200, I'll do that. You know.
All right, so we're going to get to Mom's haul here in a quick second. But do us a favor, give us a thumbs up down below. I see a lot of people learned a lot of new stuff tonight.
Yes.
So please give us a thumbs up. We got 43 right now. Debbie wants us to have 80. Now, I know some of you watch us on the big TV. Hello! And that's cool, but of course, there's no place to hit thumbs up when you're watching on TV.
No, there isn't.
Do us a favor. Whenever you're at your computer later tonight or tomorrow, just hop into the YouTube and give us a thumbs up. I get it that it's tricky when you're on the TV, but give us a thumbs up. And if you've never subscribed, if you're new, thanks for watching. Hi. We've been doing this for quite a while. Go back and check out the ones that might pique your interest. And make sure you subscribe down below here. And if you've never subscribed to the channel, there's a bell. Click on the bell. The bell lets you know when I'm going live. So you'll get a little note in case you forgot or didn't see we're having a show at 8 o'clock tonight. Right. You would be like, oh, it'll say, hey, Jason's live. Go there now.
Okay, Mark has a good question, and I know we've talked about it on past shows, but to reiterate it, it says the post office asks you if you are shipping liquids, how do you ship perfume?
Okay, for starters, what are you doing in the post office, Mark? Get out of the post office. Yeah, I know you got to check off, I think, something online, but if you're standing in line at the post office, you're wasting time and money, so stop that. But you tell them, and perfumes have to go ground.
Yep.
But I do want to point out one thing. I meant to point it out in your perfume one, Ma.
Oh, yeah?
Here is a perfectly fine example of using the decimal 4.25 ounces.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Right.
That's kind of needed there, so that's cool.
Yep.
But at the end of vintage, you don't need it if you're going to.
Yeah, no, that was a total mistake on my part. I mean, I never.
Derek says you can hit thumbs up while it's on TV. Okay, Derek, how do you do that? I didn't know that.
I didn't either because I always look for it. Tell me.
Yeah, my mom's like, I don't know. But I never, of course, watch my own shows because I'm busy being in them on the TV. So how do you do that? That's cool. All right. Well, Derek's going to tell us how to do that. Please give us a thumbs up. And what'd you find this week, Ma?
Okay. All right. We are going to start out with something Christmassy. These are called Playful Plushes, and it's a Christmas stocking, but it's got this cute moose on it, and it's still new with the tag on here, both of them. And I looked these up, you guys, and I paid $1 for this one and a panda, which I think is really cute. And these are selling between $25 and $30 each, Jason. I know. So, and I will put those up now, you guys. I'm not waiting for Christmas. I will put this up now. Okay, last week, what did I sell a bunch of? 2 or 3, I think. Well, guess what I found?
Hey, that's a cool one.
Isn't this nice?
That is so cool. That's probably one of the coolest ones you've ever found.
Yeah, this really is in nice condition, you guys. Is it a Chinko? Is that how you pronounce that name, Jason? I never know for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, CHEINCO, made in the USA, and it's in pretty nice shape because look at the inside. Usually I find them when they're pretty rough.
Bitching.
And where's my note? Mickey, where are you, Mickey Mouse? I paid $2 for Mickey, but I am going to sell Mickey. I'm going to put him up around $50, I think.
Oh,
start there because it's in such a nice.
Plus, he's in Washington, D.C., and we're not going to make this a political discussion, but
yeah.
Holy crap, if we're not reminded of Washington, D.C. every single day in the news. So
I know. So, yeah. So that
all right. So Derek says hit the X for when you're watching on the TV, hit the X first.
Okay.
And then you can go back to the live chat button. So I've never watched it on TV. So what I'll do is I'll watch one of my other friends' show. Like I'll watch Craig coming up on the TV, and I'll do a quick little tutorial how to do it.
Okay. All right. Look at this, Jason. Out of a coconut. I've never seen. And all of
how's it sound?
Not too bad. Listen. I mean, it's got the strings.
Yeah, all right.
I know. I mean, it's just a souvenir type thing. But it was
there's a number of them for sale.
Yeah. How much did you see how much they were on?
$20.
Yeah, they're selling for around $20. And I picked this up for it was in a box. They wanted $2 for the entire box, Hawaiian decorations. And I pulled this out. So he said a quarter. Mom's got her quarters. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll probably just keep it and use it for decoration. You know how mom is. Okay. All right. Then. Okay. Oh yeah, the Mickey Mouse. Yeah, Mickey Mouse around $50. Okay. This is kind of cool, Jason. This is it's MUQUET. It's a dusting powder, for, old ones back in the day. Okay. And I paid $1 for this, but the nice thing about this one, it's never been used. I mean, here's the powder puff, and the seal is still on here. So, I bought, it smells good too. I bought it for $1. Yeah. And I will probably put this up between $30 and $40 because it's unused and not open. And I think that just adds to the value. So, here's the vintage lid, and MUGUET is what it says on here. And it just says, a deluxe dusting powder. Mom used to use dusting powder way back in the day. I used Shalimar back in the day. All right, staying with that is this quilted plastic glove case that I found along with the dusting powder. So she asked for $1 here, and it's in pretty nice shape. And I will probably ask around $20 for that. So I paid $1 for that. I'm always looking for the mid-century modern stuff, you guys. It's just one of those items that is very popular now. So don't pass up those too much. Okay. This is a beauty old timer. This is a GE.
Oh, that's cool.
I know. Isn't this nice, Jace? I picked this up for $1, you guys. And these are selling between $35 and $40, Jason. And it works perfectly. Mom plugged it in, set the time. The second hand goes around. So, it's in pretty good shape. Here's the old plug, everybody. You can all see it. Yeah. So make sure you always show your old plugs in your pictures because, to let everybody know it's definitely an old timer. So isn't that cute? The plastic's a little scratched, but I'm sure it'll still bring Mom some decent money. Okay. Now, found these yesterday. I flew uptown into Chardon to their flea market that they had going. And I found these set of 7 Tom Collins glasses and their carousel animals on them.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So she started out at $15 and I ended up getting her down to $7. It was $1 a glass is what it ended up being. And they got, all different ones. They got lions, elephants, zebras, tigers. So they're really, really cute. And make sure, that you use Tom Collins in the title because that's what this shaped glass is. Back in the day, Tom Collins was one of the, big drinks. I can remember drinking those when I was younger. Not real young, but younger. I paid $7 for them, and I'm going to list those for $40, everyone. Okay, on the Tom Collins glasses. Okay, now let's go to these, Jason. This is chalkware, and this sucker is a big one. Okay,
whoa.
I've got Jesus here, and let me get the other one, and this one.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, as you can see, she had $18 listed on each of these. And I ended up getting these. Where's my word? Oh, okay. I bought the pair. So it would have been $36. I bought the pair for $7. So boom. And they're like I say, they're probably 12 inches tall or so because I've seen the little ones advertised on eBay, but these here I'm going to sell the pair. I'll probably put the pair up between $60 and $65, and for a $7 investment. So that's pretty cool. Okay, now, all right, Jason. I haven't even hardly looked at this, but I had to buy these, and I've been meaning to show these, but since we're on the topic of cassettes, about this carrying case,
cool.
yeah, and it's loaded with cassettes. All of this for $1.
Yeah, those cassettes are not flippers, but maybe for the whole lot. But the case itself will be good.
Yeah, and I do have another one, and I'm not even sure what's in that other one. But for $1, I thought, oh well, okay, I'll spring for the $1. Let's see if there's anything good in this one. I haven't even really looked. Lawrence Welk.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. See?
They look in good condition. I mean, it might even be worth it to use those cases. Wait, are those sealed?
Well, that's a good question. No.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
I mean, those cases might be good just to use like fresh cases.
Look at this. Look at this. We got a couple Hawaii ones.
Woo!
Yeah.
So we'll go through them together.
Yeah, we'll go through these. But like I said, the case was so nice and clean that I thought, well, for $1, the case was worth it. You know what I mean? So there's that. Okay. All right. Now, as we said earlier, Mom's going to be giving a talk on seashells and coral. Did we go into coral, Jason, when we did our show? Yeah, I think we did. Yeah. But look what this neat piece of coral. I don't have anything.
Oh, very nice.
Quite like this at home at all. Now, Jason, you'll appreciate this label. Can you read that label, Jason?
Shell the Keys.
Yes. When you head down to Key West, you pass these great shell shops called Shell World. So I don't, Jason, I would say this must be old because this was $15. Coral, you can't touch coral anymore. It's so expensive. So I'm having a feeling this is something that they had around, in their house, and then finally decided to clear it out. I bought that for $3, Jason. Now, if I was to sell this, you guys, I would probably be putting this in the $40 to $50 range if I was to sell it, but I'm not, right? All right. Oh, and then, some girl gave me these. You'll appreciate these, Jason. These are Christmas lays with the poinsettias in there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I had on my Hawaii shirt, and she had 4 of them there. And she says, here, just take them. She says, you need these. I said, oh, great, I'll take these. Okay, sticking with this.
Here, take this away.
I'm going to take this. Okay, can you tell what these are in here? I know there's a better shot.
Shark's teeth.
Shark's teeth, right. This was a whole $1. I actually think the jar that it's in, this looks kind of mid-century modern to Mom. And so this is loaded with shark's teeth and just a few little shells on the top. But actually, there's a checkerboard clam. Look, Jace, see?
Nice.
Right, there's some little whelks in there. But for $1, and I don't think we really have many shark's teeth around here. I'm going to put it in something else that you can see them better for display purposes. But I think I'm going to sell the jar. So that was $1.
Oh, yeah. Not a lot of sharks in Lake Erie.
No, not too much. That's for sure. Okay. I got one item left. Is that everything? Let me take a look here. I always seem to miss things. Every time when we finish our show, I go, oh, I forgot that. Okay. Oh, no. I have 2 things. This one and one more. Okay. All right. Here we go. Have you ever heard of Mary McFadden purses?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay. Mommy did not either. But I looked at it and I thought, oh, wow. And I pulled out the phone and looked it up. Here's the bag it came in. And here's the purse. Okay.
Ooh, wow.
All sequin. I know. And her label is inside. If I can get to it. I don't know if I can get to it, guys. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Her label is inside. So there's her label. And look her up, everybody. She sells very, very well. Big money. A lot of dresses. She's in the glitzy field. You'll see all her sequin dresses and that kind of thing. I paid $3 for the purse. I'm probably going to list this between $50 and $60, Jason. I mean, some of her purses are selling for over $100. Her dresses are in the hundreds of dollars. So apparently, I fell into something that I knew nothing about, but I won't forget that name.
Did you pay a quarter?
No, $3. $3.
Oh, $3.
Yeah, $3. So Mary McFadden, everybody. And I like it because it has the original bag the card is still here. So probably one of those evening purses that they didn't wear very much. You know what I mean? So now this last item I'm going to show you, everybody. I'm going to give Dad the credit on this one because he's the one that did the wheeling and dealing on this, and he saw it. And it's from the same guy that I bought the Mickey Mouse can from. He had a ton of nice vintage stuff, Jason, and people were snatching it like crazy. He was the last booth I came to that morning, and this was still sitting there. And this stuff is just heavy, but this is a Radio Flyer race car, and it's got the number 8 on it. It is metal. I mean, it's not a plastic jobbie. It's metal, guys, from the 50s and 60s. The neat thing about this, the horn still kind of works.
My gosh.
I know. So he had no prices on it. And Dad said to him, how much do you want? And the guy says, oh, well, make me an offer. And we said, well, we don't have any, we played dumb, and we just say, well, we don't have a clue. And the guy says, well, how about $10? And Dad says, well, how about $7? And the guy goes, how about $8? And Dad couldn't get the money out fast enough. So $8 here, you guys. And we're probably looking at around a $90 to $100 item on this.
Nice.
So, but I got to get it up quickly because it's heavy and it's big and it's going to cost, a fortune to ship. And I'm really anxious to hear, the webinar that you got coming up. Because, I was asking Jason the other day, I even asked my post office and they could not give me an answer. I asked them if a parcel select is going to change as well. And we think so, but even my people at the post office did not know. When I asked her about the dim weight coming in, she did not know anything about that yet. So, I didn't get a whole lot of answers in regards to shipping my larger items. I'm trying to stay away from them, but it's so hard when you see something like this. How can you pass this up? It's just too cool. So, I'll be looking forward to that. And by the way, Jason, I wanted to say, Mom watched your webinar last night with the Secret Beach. It was outstanding.
Oh, thanks.
Yes, on your flotsam and jetsam stuff for Tiki. It was so good and so interesting. I really enjoyed that. And,
Mark said Peg's big item segment.
I know. I just can't seem to get away from it, you guys. And I've been trying to make an effort to not go there, but it's very difficult when you know that you can get some decent money. Now, I guess the key is to see if our customers, will pay that higher shipping amount when that comes along. So we're just going to have to search through. I've been checking FedEx Home Delivery, FedEx Smart Post. We've been going to those two, and then I was doing USPS a parcel select. So I've been flipping around trying to find the best price, and then we'll just have to wait and see what happens with the new dim weight changes coming, and go from there. So that's it. Right?
Awesome haul as always. Nancy Wilson said she bought a Mary McFadden jacket for $20, flipped it for $4.45 in 4 hours.
Nice. Maybe I'm going too cheap on my purse. Maybe I better raise my price. Yeah. See, that was a new name for me. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks you for the information.
Tune in Thursday night. Learn all about DIM. Let's get DIM together Thursday night, 8 o'clock East Coast, 5 o'clock West Coast. And that's it. So for selling past their expiration date, being Thrifty Over 50, I'm Jay.
I'm Peg. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching.
We're gone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.